Hello, my name is Ben, and I'm an AmeriCorps environmental educator at Severson Dells Nature Center. Have you ever seen an owl? We often see hawks and falcons during the day hunting, but most people rarely ever see owls. Here in Winnebago County, we are fortunate to have great habitat that supports a variety of owls. Today I am sharing 5 tips that may help you see local owls. Before I start though, I want to remind us all that owls, like all creatures, deserve respect. And that's particularly important when we go looking for them. Remember, the appropriate way to interact with an owl is to quietly view them from a distance, not by chasing them, not breaking any branches to view them better, or attempting to bait them. Now, for 5 tips to help us see owls. Tip number 1, identify what you want to see. First, picking a specific owl species you want to see will help you learn their behavior and habits. So that way you can find a place you are more likely to find that owl, when that owl is most active, and what to look for signs of the owl. Tip number 2, identify a place suitable for the owl you want to see and learn it well. A good rule of thumb I've heard is if there are hawks there during the day, there are owls there at night. But if you want to see a specific owl, it is wise to take the time to find a place that meets the needs of that owl. If I wanted to see a barred owl, I would not look in open fields or countrysides. Those places don't meet the needs of that owl, so they likely will not spend time there. The more you get to know your place of choice, the better you will be able to identify spots that would make likely places to encounter an owl. Tip number 3, learn to use both your eyes and your ears. When you go to look for owls, it is important to engage as much of your awareness as possible. Owls are masters of blending in during the day and night. You need to scan every space that the owl you are looking for may be in. Eastern screech owls will hide in tree cavities, motionless, and can hide in plain sight. Great horned owls, as big as they are, can camouflage against the trunk of a tree during the day. Owls may fly silently, but they do make very noticeable calls. Learn the calls and the sounds of the owls you hope to see. They will often be the most concrete signs there is an owl nearby. Use your senses to engage with your environment. Listen for crows aggressively cawing in a group. Look for owl pellets and whitewash at the base of trunks of trees. It is rare that passive glancing will ever reveal an owl. Tip number 4, look at various times of day. Another thing to keep in mind when you go looking. Different owls are active in different ways at different times of the day. While barred owls are some of the most daytime active owls there are, eastern screech owls are strictly nocturnal. So look at your place of choice in both the early morning and the evening hours. You may even be looking at midday in some cases. I know I have seen most of my barred owls at Severson Dells during midday. And tip number 5, put in the hours. Seeing an owl requires time. It is not something that can be rushed because we can't control the owls. And why would we want to? Much of the reason many people are fascinated with these beings is because of how elusive they seem to be. Though they may be elusive, they are around, and seeing them requires us to make our own luck and consistently look for them. The more time spent effectively looking, the better the odds we have of seeing what we're looking for. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the best as you look to connect with our local owls.